All right, so this is the Brune 2018 Chardonnay, and obviously Brune in our range is what we will see as our premier cru. It's our maiden vintage, so a lot of passion and emotion behind this wine. It's we're really proud of this. It comes from a beautiful vineyard from Algen, about 320 meters above sea level. It's mostly clone 277, which is a very fresh clone, beautiful acidity, early ripening, and then there's a dash of 95 in here as well, which gives us structure, a little bit more feel to the wine. For me, the goal with this wine is always to be the Chardonnay from Algen, which is purest, linear, tight, showing the beautiful minerality that we do find from Algen. And be the most detailed Chardonnay from that area that you can be. It's not about the big flavors, it's not about the showy stuff, it's about the small little details that we find in the wine. Whole bunch pressed, and after pressing is done, we settle down for only about 6 hours. So when the juice goes to stainless steel tank first, it really is still very dirty, and I do that on purpose, for the fact that I want to intervene as little as possible, but also to have a dirty juice will give you that little bit of reduction on your fermentation, which will give you beautiful flintiness in the nose. And if you think about a lot of great Burgundies from Chastel-Montrachet, you always find that gun flinty notes on the wine, and it's a real science. The turbidity of your juice is an absolute science with Chardonnay. We do 50% of the fermentation in the stainless steel tanks, and once it's reached that period of fermentation, we move it over to barrel. It is 2 to 8 liter barrels, custom made for us in Mercury from our friend Brune, which is a wine grower, but also artisan barrel producer. It's untoasted barrels. It's the most beautiful barrels you can dream of. It's from the forest called Pierre de Bourgogne. So what they do is they will just put it over the fire until they can bend the stave. As soon as they can bend the stave, they make the barrels. So the barrels are whitish inside, so very little toast. 12 months in oak, no buttonaging, no rolling, no jumping on the barrels, nothing, just keeping the wine as relaxed and quiet as possible. After 12 months, we will rack it out. It will stay another 2 months in tank before we do the bottling, and usually about 6 months. Well, it's the first vintage, so it's spent 6 months in bottle before we release the wine. So this is focused on all the premium fundamentals, not just of Chardonnay, but what we get in cool climates. So absolute purity, citrus skin, perfume, gunflint, which I really love, tightness on palate, racing acidity, linearity, length, a little bit of apples and pears on the side. But remember, this is a wine which over time is just going to show the magic in the bottle. It's not about where it's now, it's also where it's going to be 5 or 10 years from now. So small little details, not jumping out of the glass, and just an absolute great vintage to start my Brune Chardonnay career from.